How's it going, friends and neighbors? It's Combs from the editing booth. Y'all, I want to apologize first and foremost. So, when I edited this video, the first 2 minutes of the audio just recorded really weird. Like, it was almost like the GoPro just was picking up like every other word. So, you can lip read kind of what I'm saying, but you really couldn't, hear what I was saying. So I salvaged as much of the footage as I could. But like I said, right after about like the 2 minute mark or so, it seems to just pick right back up. So I'm not really sure as to why the GoPro did that. I have since done like a hardware reset and some other stuff. So hopefully it's okay. If not, might be time for an upgrade. Who knows? But anyway, y'all, in that first 2 minutes of the video, all I really said was I had some setbacks about getting to the campsite. I was supposed to get there by 4 o'clock. That way I had a little over an hour to actually set up everything before it got dark. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. So I kind of went into detail on what happened. But at the end of the day, it was just one of those things where, life kind of gets in the way. And unfortunately, I have other priorities before YouTube. Not to say that I don't appreciate everything that you guys do on this channel, but I do have some other things, like a job and some family matters that I had to attend to, before I could actually get out and get camping. But anyway, guys, I just want to say thank you for tuning into this video and really, really appreciate all the love and support you guys have shown on the Michigan trip stuff. So hope you guys will enjoy and take care, y'all. But anyway, guys, enough with the doom and gloom. So we're here at Buck Creek State Park. Nice little spot. It's a little dark right now for you guys to really probably see a whole mess of anything, but we can try. So let me see if maybe this will help a little. Yeah, you can see a little bit more that way. So we are at one of the entry campsites. You can see right here. Let me fold up the legs on this lantern. There we go. So you can see right there is the road. So when you come in, this is one of the first campsites. I'll show you guys more of this in the morning. When it's brighter out. But yeah, I got my truck backed in there. Have the Gazelle. I think you can kind of see it over there. And I'm gonna give you guys a quick walkthrough of my camp setup for the Gazelle. That way you can see it. So, but first though, I am gonna get a fire going. And I will tell you a real quick story before I do that though. I don't know if you can see those lights way over there or not. I doubt the lantern's gonna help you, but down at the very end there, I was originally supposed to have spot number 109, which is right down, there's a split in the road right there. Here, I'll walk a little that way so you can see it real quick. Let's see. So yeah, you can see there's the entrance to one of the other campsites, right there. And then in front of me, there's a road that splits. What am I doing? I can turn this thing up a little brighter. There we go. There, now I've turned on the sun. So, yeah, gonna do a review on this little beast too, this Gazelle, my gosh, this EcoFlow lighthouse, because this is honestly one of the coolest little lanterns I think I've had. So you can see there's a road that goes there, and then this is the other side where it loops, and right over there is an RV that doesn't even look like it's got anybody in it. But it just looks sketchy. It just looks I'm not trying to shame on nobody, I don't even have an RV, so what can I really say? But it just seems like it's kind of run down. And the craziest part is I was supposed to have this entire loop to myself. And then I get here and that RV looks like it's been here for a while. It's got solar lights and stuff. There's a grill outside. It looks like somebody's been here for a minute. So either somebody's here and they're not supposed to be, or the Ohio, State Park website is screwed up. So like I said, I just didn't feel safe being right next to that RV. I know that might make me sound like a little bit of a poos, but I don't know, man. That's like the bad vibes mobile. Like I even thought about like moving out of the loop, but at the same time I was like, you know what? I do have a couple things to defend myself if need be. I hope it doesn't come to that, but you know, if we got to throw down, we got to throw down. So before I get this fire going, let me show you guys inside the Gazelle real quick. So here's our little slice of life here. Here is the fire pit. I didn't even, that was another thing that kind of happened today too. I was originally going to cook something, but in all the chaos, I went to check and see if I had any of what I call the little greenie boys, the little propane tanks for your stove. Didn't even have any of those. So the good folks at Subway made me a sandwich, and I have a couple things of Coke Zero and a bunch of water. So I should be good to ride it out tonight. And then into the hours of the morn. So let's go ahead and step in here real quick. So this is my setup for tonight in the Gazelle. I've already tracked a bunch of leaves in here because I committed the cardinal sin. No shoes in the tent. My father would kill me. He probably will when he watches this anyway. But it's supposed to get down to 38 degrees tonight. So I have come prepared. Basically, I have my cot here, which you can kind of see. And then on top of the cot, I have this blanket right here. So I have that. The second blanket here, this one, the brown one, is actually an electric blanket. I just haven't plugged it in yet. So I'm going to have that to kind of like heat my back and everything. So I think that'll be kind of nice. And then my sleeping bag, I have the heavy duty bag if I need it, but I don't think I will, just because of the temperature and stuff outside not getting super cold. Like I said, it's going to be like 39. So it'll be like 7 for all you, all my Celsius users out there. Get this thing all closed up. So the plan with the electric blanket, like I said, is to run it on the jackery down there. But I'm going to turn that on probably like, I don't know, a half an hour before I go to bed. That way it has time to heat up and everything. But yeah, I'm going to get this fire going, and then I'm going to dive into my Subway sandwich. And yeah, after I get both of those things done, I'll see y'all then. So probably gonna be about 20 minutes your time, but in the world of video editing, it'll be like a split second. So I'll see you in a bit. All right, y'all. So I'm back. Got a fire going here. As you can see, there's no more Subway sandwich on the table. I brought my iPad and I was just kind of watching some YouTube while I ate. Typical for yours truly. And so I wanted to kind of bust this out too now that I'm done eating. So my girlfriend actually got me a really nice pipe case. Let me set the camera down here right quick. All right. Perfect. I know I saw my finger in that, so world's best videographer right here. So yeah, she got me a really nice pipe case. So this is one of my pipes that I have. I've actually got quite a few of them, but this is one I picked up a while ago. And believe it or not, this pipe was like 35 bucks. So, whoop, as I knock over the camera, because this table's a little uneven. Anyway, let's touch that from the top, shall we? But yeah, this is a nice pipe. That's the thing with like a tobacco pipe. You don't have to go like super crazy with one. As far as like a price tag is concerned, don't get me wrong, like a Peterson or a Savinelli, they're nice pipes, but you really don't need anything like too crazy. So I'm gonna go ahead and just have a seat here. I will say, as nice as the park is, it's definitely not one of the nicer park benches I've sat at. Like, it's kind of, or not park bench, but like, picnic table I've sat at, it's kind of sketch. Like, I found that. like just a bolt, just like from the table. So I don't know if they put a new bolt in or if that's just the bolt and now it's out. But so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pack up my tobacco pipe here. Now, for those of you guys that never smoked a tobacco pipe, best way to pack it is what I call the three method. You want to put 3 scoops into your pipe. So, and you want to make sure they're good and packed down in there, but not too much. You don't want to pack it. You don't want to overpack it. You want to pack it enough. And over time, you'll kind of figure out, you know, where enough actually is. Sounds like the natives are restless. So anyway, let's go ahead and bust out my lighter here. So I actually have a pretty cool little insert for my Zippo. Hopefully you guys can see that. See how you kind of like turn it and the flame goes that way? It's specifically for lighting a pipe. So I think it was kind of cool. You know, I used to work at a cigar shop as a part-time gig, and that's where I got a lot of my stuff from, was when I was working there. But I've you know, smoked tobacco and everything for, oh god, probably better part of 13 years or so. So yeah, been a while. And you know, if you haven't started, you know, stay away from cigarettes. I used to smoke cigarettes at one point, and I can tell you, very, very hard to quit cigarettes. It's to the point where, you know, I actually started using other tobacco products to kind of wean myself off of them. So that's why I smoke a pipe and smoke cigars. So still a little nicotine, way less nicotine, and way less harmful chemicals and stuff in it for you than cigarettes. I know there's going to be people that are going to fight me on that, but there is a science out there to it. So anyway, so basically the way that you're supposed to do this is, obviously you're supposed to puff on it as well. So you kind of just take that, put it there while you puff on it, and then it'll light up. So let me show you. So there. So now you got a nice rolling bowl there. And then the next thing you get out is your pipe tool. So you get your coals hot, and then over time, you kind of just tamp that down and you keep it going. You can also use the little aeration part of it, that right there. You kind of poke some holes. Not allow for more air to get down and towards the bottom of the bowl, you know, where you want it to kind of rise up from. But I'm going to hit it again. Got a nice blend of tobacco in here. I know nobody but actual tobacco smokers will probably care about it, but you never know. So I'm sure you guys can see me there. So this has got a mix of black Cavendish and another one called chocolate truffles, which is really good. Pretty good combo together. So yeah, just gonna kind of sit here at the fire, enjoy myself, and maybe watch some more YouTube on my Tab Olay, and go from there.
There's a random secret I found by chance. I was jumping around as Richter, and I knocked this brick off, which opened a button. So I hit the button, and that made some steps happen. Okay, Symphony of the Night is just full of secrets. There are so many hidden rooms, and I'm going to see how many I can find. All right, we killed Dracula.
if you guys get a chance, you need to check out some Josh Strife Hayes. Support the fellow Joshes out there. He actually does some really, really good video gaming content. I know it's not for everybody, but as somebody who enjoys the outdoors as much as they do video games, it's kind of cool. Plus, he's got that dapper British voice that just drives all the ladies crazy. Anyway, so what are you guys up to tonight? Anything fun? I'll move y'all over here so I can kind of talk to you for a minute. Yeah, hopefully you guys are all into something fun. So I talked earlier about the Subway sandwich. What do you guys normally get on your Subway sandwiches? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to know what you guys get. No judgment. I'm not gonna harshly judge anyone, but I just want to know. So for yours truly, it's turkey, pepperoni. I do the Monterey cheddar, so like the shredded cheese, and then lettuce, tomato, and ranch. And I don't toast mine. You know, I know it's like a generic, like a fancy white people sandwich. But you know, it just sometimes just a turkey by itself, man. It just sometimes it just slaps. Like let's just be honest with ourselves. Because when I go to like Jimmy John's, I always get the turkey tom. And let me tell you something about the turkey tom. Don't ever put cheese on the turkey tom. I know that sounds weird, but oh my God, they charge you like an extra $1 for cheese. Like it's like 3 slices of cheese, bro. There ain't no way it's costing you folks $1. Like that might make me sound like I'm being, you know, like cheap or something. But like there ain't no way it should cost an extra $1 for the little bit of cheese they put on the sandwich. Don't let them, you know, sweet talk you into that one. It's not worth at all. So guys, I will say one mistake I did make on this particular camping trip is I did not bring enough firewood. So that's going to be kind of a problem because I basically have everything in there that I have now. I mean, we have a nice fire going. Like, I'm not upset about it. It's just not going to be going for, you know, a super, super long time. But yeah, always make sure you bring enough firewood, especially in colder weather conditions. Like, let me take a look here real quick on my phone and see what the current temp is. All right, so yeah, current temp still says Dayton, but like current temp is like 54, so not too bad. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get the electric blanket going here. That way it's all nice and warm when I get in there. It's pretty early still, so I'm not gonna go to bed just yet. But like, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and make sure this thing's nice and warm for when I do. So yeah. All right, y'all, got the blanket plugged in. Gonna let it do its thing. Let me hit the display here. So it's currently pulling like 40, upper 40s in the watts from the Jackery, which isn't too bad. You know, it is a 230 or 240, something like that. So we should be good as far as, you know, what it's pulling and everything. But let me get this all closed back up. There we go. Yeah, close it. Cool. But yeah, definitely the biggest fail of the trip so far is me not bringing enough firewood. That was stupid. But like I said, it's It's still pretty warm over here, so I'm all good. And it's only down to like 50, like I said, so, or like 50 or 54, so it's not too bad. But honestly, the MVP has been this thing. I got to do a review on this thing before too long. The lantern, the lighthouse. Like, this thing is sick. Here, let me show you. So right now, I've got it on about half. So like that's full on like the one side. So yeah, you can see it lights up quite a bit. And that's not even the 360. So if I do like the whole thing, it's gonna go dark here for a sec. Bravo 6 going dark. So there's like the whole thing. So yeah, you can see how much it really lights it up now. Like this thing is very, very bright. Like you can even, like you can kind of see the outline of the stop sign, which is probably, I don't know, 250, 300 feet that way. So yeah, lit up pretty well. I mean, like I said, it's pretty bright. I thought about actually going and kind of walking around a little bit, just to kind of see, you know, some of the other spots. So like I said, it's just me and the camp loop. So but yeah, I looked at this spot too. This one looked pretty nice. 117 was last reserved on 10/29. I don't even think they put a tag on the campsite that I was gonna have. So maybe the Park Service, you know, because it's after November now, they aren't doing that anymore. But yeah, like I said, this is, so down here was where my spot was gonna be. There's like 115, 116. These spots here, the only thing I really don't care about the campground, like right now, is like the how close all the sites are. Like, look at that. There's one there, and there's one there. Like they're right next to each other. Like I said, that's the only thing that I'm looking at here that I'm really not a big fan of. $112. Yep, on 10/29 as well. Yeah, and nothing. Like I said, this was supposed to be my spot here, but I just, you know, just decided that other spot looked a little better. We'll continue on around the loop, take a look at everything. See, that's what I was talking about earlier. Right there. It's just weird. It's like, it's almost like this is like the camp host, like their RV or something. But like I said, that spot 109 was like supposed to be available. So I don't know, it's just something weird there. Or it could be nothing. You never know. Could be nothing. There's like another park building over there with a light on. This was another spot I thought about too. This one would have been kind of dope, 108. I mean, pretty much the same setup and whatnot, just at a different spot in the park. But this one would be a very nice spot because you only have neighbors on one side. The other one's like a path. So that's cool. I don't know what that building is over there, but to be honest with you, I don't know if I want to go find out. So I'm not going to check out like real super early in the morning, I'll probably get up when the sun does and, you know, probably go ahead and just pack everything up. But yeah, here's another spot. Like I said, I know the GoPro is not a real good like night vision camera, and of course I forgot my light like a doofus. Like I said, this trip was rushed, but I haven't brought you guys any content other than the Michigan trip, so I kind of wanted to you know, make sure that I did that. So there's another spot there, 104, and then 102 or 103, sorry, 102 is over there. But yeah, I mean, not a bad looking campground. It's just like I said, like everything is just so like close to each other. At Caesars Creek, you have a lot more space than you do here. So just kind of one of those things. And here's where the loop ends and the road begins. Yeah, there's the stop sign I was talking about. You can see there because there's our campsite over there. You can see the truck headlights. But yeah, like I said, it's not a bad campground. It's just, I feel like a lot of stuff is just really, really close together. Maybe that's a good thing. You know, in the summer, it's supposed to, you know, have like promote some camaraderie or something. But I don't know, man. Like to me, I feel like having more space at a campground between the campsites isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. That's just kind of the thoughts in my head here as I sit by the campfire and just enjoy what little warmth I have left. All right, y'all. So got the lantern hanging from the tent up top there. Gives it a nice light in here. Only got one side of it on at the moment, but yep, got my lobster jammies on. Got these from my parents. They recently went to Maine, and this was a souvenir they brought back, which I thought was dope. I like them. But yeah, guys, you can see with one person how much room you have in this tent. Like, my gosh, like you are not hurting for space in the Gazelle. I will tell you that right now. But anyway, y'all, it's about 10 o'clock, and that first shift life makes me kind of tired. So I'm gonna go ahead and tuck in here and probably get up around 7:15, something like that. Maybe sooner, you know, with the first light and everything. Get this tore down and head on home. So next time I see you guys will be in the morning, unless something crazy happens in the middle of the night, which you know, God willing, I hope is not the case. So I'll catch y'all in the morning. Good morning, friends and neighbors. I've got the truck running because it is freezing out here. Like I said, I know there's going to be some people that live up north, you know, in like Minnesota or places like that that are going to call me like a wuss or whatever. But y'all, I think it got a little colder last night than what they said. My phone still says it's like 36 out here, but I'm not buying it because that is ice on top of the tent. So yeah, this sucker got a little cold last night. But anyway, gonna go ahead and pack up camp. The sun is gonna be up in like about 6 minutes. So yeah, got woken up this morning. I wish I could have gotten the camera out quicker, but the other GoPro battery I had, I guess it got too cold last night because it literally said it had 56%. And when I fired up the camera, it literally clicked on for a second and then went right back off. So like I said, probably got too cold or something. But got woken up this morning by a deer apparently hitting off one of the picnic tables or something, because it was loud. Like it bumped into something and then let out like almost like an elk bugle. Like that's the best way I can describe it. And then ran off into the woods. So Yeah, that kind of freaked me out a little bit. But anyway, like I said, gonna get everything all packed up and roll by the creepy RV one last time, and then head for the hacienda. So thanks for joining me on this one, guys. I stayed pretty warm in the tent, but like I said, it was getting out of that bad boy this morning that kind of sucked. But the fact that it's got a bunch of ice on it and everything, I'm probably just gonna do a light pack out and actually take this thing home and set it out in the sun and let it dry out a little bit more today. But yeah, so I'm sure I'm looking ridiculous with my hair and whatnot, but that's besides the point. But anyway, y'all, thanks for joining me, like I said, on this one, and I will catch you guys on the flip-flop, and Combs out. All right, y'all, we're gonna do one more loop of the campsite so you guys can see it maybe a little better in the day. And we'll drive by the creepy RV one more time. Oh, there's more campsite. Oh, that must be the other one that's closed. Okay, and that's the shower house right there that's also closed. So yeah, this is what I was talking about right here. It may not be creepy to some people. Some folks are like, oh, it's a nice older RV, but it's just out here by itself. There's like all this firewood and stuff stacked up over there. And like, yeah, it's not even supposed to be here. That's what's so crazy to me. Like I said, that 109 campsite, because that's where I was supposed to stay last night, right there. But I think I picked a nicer spot. But yeah, it wasn't even supposed to be there. So, I don't know. That's some weirdness to me. Maybe it's not weird to anybody else. But yeah, overall, guys, had a pretty good experience, camping. Except for the fact that my truck does say it's like 29 degrees. So I know the metal's gonna take into consideration some stuff too. But yeah, it's a little colder than what they said it was. So like I said, I'll catch you guys later. Combs out.